It's definitely drinking.
I've actually just
Yo.
started.
Welcome to Team RaddTitan. And today we're going to be running through the weekly collectors chat. So, what are we on now at the moment? What is it?
301.
301. 301. So, this is our 301st chat.
You almost said 301.
I was thinking about it, but then I remembered that I don't have an IQ of 62. So, I want to say a massive shout out to everyone that's with us on this chat, and obviously say a big thank you to Speculative Fiction who's sponsoring this chat. So if you don't know Todd Johnson already, hit him up. He's a great guy, and he's a proper collector. So, and he can help you out with pretty much anything. Got some crazy pre-order pieces on there. So got some great lines he can get his hands on, and even some older pieces. So if you don't know who Speculative Fiction are, or you don't know Spec Fiction Shop, I suggest you research it, check it out, because they're the shit. We're going to be having a bit of a different one this week because we are going to try to get in our fan art stuff. We're going to be talking about a few little issues that have been going on over the last 7 days. But also we're going to try and cover through this week's chat the fan art pieces that we keep missing on a regular basis because we're running out of time. So we're going to try and do a bit of bits and pieces that will be filled in your questions. If you don't know already, I'm Gio or George. Over there, the strange side view of the weird Hebrew sort of, Amish paradise dude is Alex. If you've got any questions or anything you want to hit us up with, let us know. And if you haven't subbed already, please do so. Remember to like and share this chat. Really appreciate your support. On our way to 200k. So big numbers. Very proud.
The side view helps more with my other content. It looks like things look more flattering from the side than front on. And
I hate to break it to you, they really don't.
Well, they look better from down and kind of looking up. But yeah, anyway.
I always thought the back of your head was your most distinguishing feature for sure.
Anywho.
Especially with that top knot situation that you got going on.
Follow me on the Hairy Hebrew at onlyfans.com. Yes.
What are you drinking today, Al?
Guinness, my friend, Guinness.
I've got some of this. Look at this. I've got some of this from Tesco's here. Look. Alhambra. This is a good 7% beer, mate. So expect.
Oh, I've always Lambrini. You're busting out there. I was like, what?
That's like Spanish beer that I had with my father-in-law many years ago. It's quite nice and quite smooth. The drinks of the day are.
Amish Paradise has started hearing the song by Weird Al. Yeah, that's where he's going with it.
That's what I was going for.
Exactly where he's going with it. Yeah. What we're going to do as well, we're going to talk about a few bits and pieces. I didn't actually pull the pictures for those. I need to pull those, don't I?
Yes.
I'll do those while we're talking. And yeah, I'm just trying to think really. Kind of what's been happening in the last week. Obviously, we got the award a couple of weeks ago. Came in the post. Got Gio's one over there, so I'm going to go see him tomorrow. Give them to him, and he's going to kind of see how kind of cool they are in person. Again, it's that thing where you kind of been told you're going to get it, and you think, oh yeah, that's a cool thing to get. I don't know where I'm going to put it, and then as soon as you kind of get it, you're like, yeah, I'm going to put that right on view. So yeah, I think George is going to be the same. He's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just going to stick it in a drawer. And I was like, yeah, wait till you get it. Wait till you get it.
Yeah, that's not happening. I think that would be. We'll go up somewhere. Maybe I'll just get my missus to just hold it behind my head as I do the chat for 90 minutes. That'd be good.
Oh yeah, then she won't be able to keep quiet for that long, though, will she?
No.
See, there she is. There she's starting again. God. Me and her having a little back and forward before the chat started. Yeah, we're having a domestic on and against each other. George was just sitting there in the middle. It's quite funny. I'm trying to find who tagged me to the post. Kevin. There you go, Kevin. So I'm just getting these pictures for the chat actually, and one of the kind of topics that did come up. We can actually just share the screen now and just talk about it, get it out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
So one of the things I kind of want to mention, we want to mention, but I want to mention it more because I do have it on pre-order, is the Venom Arise by XM Studios. A few collectors actually have received it, and they're not very happy because the plugs that were promised are not actually there. So, I have to pull this separate. Sorry, one sec. So the plugs that are meant to be included are not actually included. So the idea is that you could have displayed it with or without the big tendrils. I don't know if you can see this. So this big massive tendril at the back, which is unnecessarily big, Sang basically said, you know what, we're going to engineer this so there'll be a switch out for the stone debris, so that those that don't have enough space can choose for the stone debris, which
Yeah.
that is one of the reasons I kind of thought to myself, you know what, that is a massive piece. I don't have a lot of space, but I should be able to display if I kind of kill that little bit at the back, because that bit is unnecessary, really unnecessary. And being told by, saying that it's going to happen, you kind of think is going to happen. Then even here, I don't know if you can see that very well, but there's let me zoom in on that.
That like a thread of a conversation.
Yeah, it's like a thread of a conversation, but maybe it's best if I just click on that and click on. I can't go on that and that. But basically, there's the image of the Venom in the office, and then on the table are the kind of debris on there to say, hey, the plugs are there, and then people are getting in and they're not happy because it's not included. Even if you go onto the website, Studios Venom Arise, unless they've taken it down since, they have the pictures there where you obviously have the Venom. I don't want to subscribe. So you have the Venom one, which is here's the big fucking unnecessary thing here on the back.
Yeah.
And as you go along, you get halfway, and then boom, all of it's clear. And this is the way I want to display it. So this is why I wanted to get it. I'm not a fan of the original with all the spawns on the base. So for me, I actually left them in the box. I never took them out. And for me, I plan on doing the same. And that takes up much more room than that. And also, I just find this more. It's just more pleasing for me, and that's how I plan on displaying it. So to be told, oh, actually no, or at the moment there's no comment. There's no one's come out with anything yet. No one said like, oh, sorry, the factory fucked up, which I'm assuming is going to happen. Even if they decided they weren't going to include it, they're probably just going to blame the factory anyway, and then send it out later. But I'm waiting now to pay my last payment until they tell me that these things are coming, because I don't think that's acceptable, really.
Yeah,
I mean, something extra is great, but to take something away is not. It's not.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's. I think that I think we can safely say that the added parts are quite excessive. So if it's not your style, or you're working with limited spaces, we all are, to sort of like show plugs and to sort of make out that you have the option to switch them out, and then them not be included at this moment is shocking, and you don't really want. It seems to me at the moment we're waiting on everybody to kick off enough so that they go, oh, we'll send them all out, which I just think it's bad strategic planning at best.
It is. It's a very reactive. The way that they're reactive rather than proactive, and I think they've always been that way, and I think that's a problem. It's almost like what's it called, like Fight Club. Do you remember Fight Club, where he works for like a big car company, and what he does is he goes along to a test, like to a crash, and he'll basically assess the crash. He'll look at how bad the damage is. He'll do his calculations, and he'll say, "Well, this has happened in 35 cars of 2,000. That is this percentage of that of problems we're going to have. If we're going to pay these 37 people off, we'll pay this much money. If we have to recall the car, we lose this much money." And it's kind of that kind of thinking, isn't it? Is that kind of like way of thinking? And what the fuck are you crying about, dog? My dog's got a bit fat now to jump up on the sofa, and he's like whinging in the background. But yeah, there's a bit like that where they're now waiting to see what the damage is, and if 20 people or 10 people complain, they'll just go, "Yeah, it's not coming." If enough people make noise, then they'll go, "Sorry, it was the factory. We'll send them out to you." That'll be the case.
It's disappointing.
Yeah,
a bit of a bit shit for the people that are getting them in at the moment. You can't really. It's like you say, you can't really take it away. You can always add stuff later. People always appreciate that kind of stuff, but you can't really take it away last minute, and not without a word either. You've got to basically put it out there that that they're not going to be adding the plugs or whatever else. It's almost like they left it to see how that was going to be taken when it arrived. If people would just be like, it's all right, you know what I mean? Which is a shame, really. Because
it is.
You don't really want to hear about them doing things like that. That sort of like corner cutting is just not good for any company, really.
It's one of those things as well, at the moment where shipping is so expensive. I mean, I heard that someone paid, I think, $700 to have this shipped to them in, I think, Canada. And when you then look into those kind of prices of how much it is to get something, how long people are waiting, how, tight the market is at the moment as well. People are pulling out of deal, like pulling out of orders, cancelling orders, not ordering because there's money's tight.
Someone's trying to flip this right now, isn't they? They're offering I think their total bill is $1,075.
Yeah, they are 1,000. Yeah.
They're trying to get it off their hands. Obviously, they're not happy. So that's one person that's not pleased.
Yeah,
could be finance or something else. But either way, it's not great, is it?
No, it's not great. It's not great. I'm not paying my bill until they confirm to me it's coming. That's.
You mean as it was intended?
Yeah.
Dangerous. It's a dangerous game as well because Venom is not a character like it used to be. Back in the day, Sideshow was the only recognised quarter scale Venom. Now I could probably name you 30.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of them.
So, there's a lot of options for this particular character. So people will just go elsewhere if it isn't right.
No, of course. Don't
want to take any chances of this.
I'm definitely going to send that head to be repainted. I don't like that green shit.
Nah.
You
change it to like a clear resin or something.
I don't know. I'll have to look into it and see what can be done. You have to be careful though, because if you do it in white, it just looks like he's got a cum in his mouth. So you have to be, you have to be careful about it, don't you? Looks like he's been noshing off Spider-Man, doesn't he? But yeah, I'm still looking forward to getting the piece. But again, that just pisses me off when things like that change, and the fact that I am tight for space, and the fact that I've seen this piece is fucking massive, and for me it was this is a really big piece, but if I take away those tendrils, I can kind of just get it into where I want to put it. And then now to go, no, mate, you're getting the tendrils and you're not going to have the plugs. It's quite annoying, really.
Yeah, somebody took a picture actually on one of the groups with all of the tendrils off it, and it looks brutal. It looks horrible.
Oh, really? Well, because the holes,
the holes and everything else. Yeah, it really doesn't look good. So it's one of them things you're just a bit like, nah, that's not what you want to be seeing.
That's a shame. Well,
let's see.
Yeah, and that's my only fucking pre-order for my only pre-order for a long time as well.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's fucking annoying.
Definitely.
All right, let me come out of this shit.
I hope it gets resolved.
Yeah, no, so do I. All right. Stop sharing that now. So the other thing as well is we can actually do a competition today. The problem is we actually have a prize, but we can't actually say what it is until the person wins it, which is really because the company have been very cautious about how they deal with the prizes, because they don't want to go into territories and whatever, because obviously they've been stung in the past. So we got like a little Queen Studios bundle, which will be a merch bundle, voucher bundle to give away to people, but there may be something more depending on what region you're in. So if you're in one of the regions they got a license, then you may get something more. If you're in another region where they don't have a license, then you may get something less. So we can't really announce what that kind of prize is. So it's going to be a merch voucher bundle at the moment. That's what the Queen Studios thing is going to be.
Let's call it Queen Studios bundle. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So we'll probably do that with the chat. We'll do that with the chat today at some point. What we'll do is we'll just go through these comments, and also we're going to be giving away I'm going to check on the Nemesis Prime numbers, whether we're going to run that for another week or not, because I was a bit of an idiot and I forgot to post it until this morning. So that might need to be run for longer, but I'll
Extended.
check. It might be enough to be extended, but I don't know. I'll check the numbers today, and if they're at a good point, then we'll carry on with it. Let's just run through these really quick. So in the house, we got Nice Guy. Good afternoon.
Yep.
We live. Stuck on Inferno. Hope everyone's hunky dory. Hope you're good. Vasrod, how you doing, my man?
You're a murderer.
If you're in London, you can come up to me and meet me, but I'm not coming into town. Darren Crofer, how you doing? Anthony Beltrain, mates, how you doing? Crippler in the house, how you doing, Crippler? Nice guy. Gio said, there we go. Beltrain, what we're drinking today? Yep, Guinness. And I've got a couple of spare cans down there as well, so don't have to get up.
How did you get on with your whiskey? Did you get them all done?
No, I'm on. I did some last week when we were on the chat, when I started getting offensive towards you. That's when the whiskey kind of went. But then that was a problem as well, because I did a couple of vodkas. I ran out of vodka and then I started doing whiskey, so it was a bad idea. And then I had a meeting like really early in the morning as well, 7 a.m., which is a bad idea as well. just not a good combination, really. And then Mary was a bit like, "Oh, you came to bed late and you were loud." And then I was like, "Oh, yeah, whatever." And then she went out in the kitchen in the morning. She goes, I can see why now. Jojo Valdez, how you doing? Mitchell Lawrence, how you doing, my man? Need to find out where you are in London, actually. Large glasses of Mrs. Homemade Port for me. She's booze making genius. Yeah, she was doing the gin before, wasn't she? And now she's doing port as well. That's awesome, absolutely awesome. All the best for you and her as well. I hope everything's going well at home. Nice guy. Josh, yo, what's up, everybody? Black Magicish, evening lads. How you doing? Enty, hey, I hope you're too well. Missed a few lives due to work, but always enjoy what you do. Enjoy what you do too. He's actually got like a little. If you look at his name, he's got a little squiggle next to his name there. You see that little thing there?
Yeah.
He's our only member. So yeah, welcome to the party.
It's worth it.
Nice guy. He gets the monthly underwear sent to his house. I wear it for the first 15 days. Gio wears it for the next 15 days in inside out, and then we send it off. I'm responding to XM Live today. He's going to make an official post soon. Oh, okay. Thanks, nice guy.
Which basically means if enough people are pissed off by the time he makes the post, he'll make a post. It's like we've already said. It's pretty much.
Yeah.
If there was something to say, it would already be. So if it was something already in the pipeline that was coming, it would already have been said to just put people's minds at rest. The fact it's waiting is to see how many more people say anything before you make the call.
Brendan in the house. How you doing? Facebook users. So we don't know who you are, but what do you think of the Night King Game of Thrones from Pro 1? Actually looks pretty cool. I haven't seen it recently, but it did look pretty cool. Is that the one where he's in the middle and he's got the other two dudes either side of him, I think? If it's that one, it looked pretty cool. I haven't seen it in a long time, though. What's up, Joe Miller? How you doing? I wanted to display it this way, cleaner, less. Yeah, it's the same as the first one. I didn't like the spawns. I really didn't like them. I never took them out of the box. I think we reviewed Geo's one. So when we got to my house, they never even came out of the box at all. I don't know if they fit because I don't even think I tried them on. They advertised with both display options for pre-order. I ordered it based on the clean option. Yeah, for sure. I'm going to go on there and make some noise. 0x Dogma. First time here. I like more first X and Venom. Looks more powerful and impotent. Not impotent. I said impotent. Yeah. Impotent. Yeah. Statue.
I mean, I had the first one. It's a massive. It's like we both own that piece. It's a massive piece. I recently traded it, and I had some serious second thoughts when I took it down off the shelf and was boxing it up. Just how it's like massive, the figure, and it's well heavy. Like it's really, really, really heavy. Yeah, very nice piece to be honest. I had all the heads repainted as well, 3 of them. So I
Yeah,
pulled it
yeah.
up because
Alex Lobby. I didn't mean for that to happen. Actually, that was something I actually did. I did message Dave Ico and I said to him, "I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean for this to all kick off." Um,
are you upsetting my friend?
yeah, a little bit. He told
Don't
me to
upset
fuck.
my friend.
He told me to fuck off, and basically, I don't even have. We don't have the pictures because we're doing the customs today.
Fair enough,
But
yeah.
with the sorceress by Tweethead, I mean, she has her hands up, and the wings are behind her hands. And the version I know,
They're above her hand, you fucking pleb.
yeah, that's what I said, above her hands. And then the
Yeah, I said
version I
behind her
know,
hands.
they're like attached to her wrists,
Yeah,
and that's the one I know, and that's the classic one I know.
yeah.
Obviously, there's been a lot of versions over the years, but for me, that's the version. And I just made a post just saying this looks great, and I was along with Scareglow and no, Man at Arms,
Arms. Yeah.
and I was looking at it and I was just like, they all look great, but weren't her wings, the other way? And yeah, it did start a little bit of a drama. So people going,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
for me, I didn't even notice that sorceress because I just saw Scareglow and I was like, I'm all about that Scareglow for sure. I was like,
I
that's
don't
going to
really,
be very,
I
very
don't
cool.
remember the character. I don't remember him.
He was quite a rare figure originally, very rare.
Yeah.
He actually was a glow in the dark sort of character that had like skeletons on his like body, just like it like painted into him.
Yeah, but
It was
was
a
he in
bit
the
like,
cartoon though?
yeah, he was in, and he was more recently in both the Revelation and Revolution storylines.
Oh, I've
So
seen. I recognize him from the new version, but
yeah, but he's
oh, okay,
actually
yeah, yeah, yeah.
got like a purple cape,
In,
I think, in the figure.
yeah, in this version, he looks really bad. Oh my god, that's so bad.
No, they all
I
look
got
like
I
that.
got
They
to
all look
share this,
funny.
man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But this he just like
Got a purple cape.
considering. No, but let me show you this image that popped up because it was like
Okay.
loads of images of him, and then all of a sudden there's one that just fucking made me piss myself. Share that. The one in the left on the right. Because obviously it was this one here. Then it was like this one here, and then it was like this one, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it was just that, which just made me laugh.
Mm. Yeah, I like the figure there. I told you, it's got the purple cape, the glow in the dark body. Yeah, it's very rare. It's quite a rare figure that was when we were kids.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a rare one. It's
Yeah.
a hard one to find.
Wow, someone's selling it for £257.
All right, that's what I'm telling you. It's rare. Anyway, I'm imagining what Tweetheads can do with that. They can do
Oh
something
yeah, I
magical with
mean,
that.
like modernized, like take on that would be awesome. Um, what's up, lads? Hope you're both well. Bit of a deep question. What's the biggest sacrifice you've made in this hobby? Okay, depends really what you mean by it, because I think George and I have always been very smart with the way that we've bought things, and we've never we've never gone into debt. Both of us have done that
Typical
really, really
Jew,
well.
you think sacrifice, you think of money, where my
No, no,
first
no.
instinct
I
is time.
mean, no. I no, but I think that you know some people get into fucking debt and get into a
Yes.
lot of debt for it. So, like, we know people who maxed out credit cards. They can't afford the pre-orders they got, and it just gets really out of hand.
Right.
But I think that George and I both, you know, I'm not rich or anything like that, but I'm in a position where I like when I was really young, when I went to uni, when I went to like Freshers Fair, they gave me like 10 fucking credit cards, and then I ended up maxing them all out. And then when I finished like that uni, I had to then take out a loan, pay it all back, and then after that it taught me to be a bit more sensible with money. So that was quite a good. It was a good lesson in the end.
Learning.
But yeah, yeah. But
It's
yeah,
tough, really.
yeah, I know. I mean,
Sacrifice.
I guess there is a lot of time and a lot of energy that's spent on some people where at the end of it, you realize they're not who you thought they were. So
It's a
like
very good.
time and energy in that
It's a
way.
very
But
good. That's a very good answer.
but that happens in life anyway. So that's not just this down to the hobby.
Yeah.
I've probably had like times in relationships where I've given up a lot of time with the people I'm with to deal with the hobby, go traveling and do things. I've done that as well. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
think probably, yeah, I think for somebody who puts a great emphasis on time, it's probably that. It's probably the biggest sacrifice you give is your time. And um, sometimes you catch a little bit of shit, you know. So sometimes you catch a little bit of the, I mean, we've always been held to the highest standards by everybody else. When other people get a lot of passes that we don't really get, you know, we I think I remember one particular year we went out. We were photographed going out for dinner with the XM CEOs and all of
yeah,
that, and I just went fucking mad across all social media, like they're fucking bent there, like in this people's pocket. Like it's just things like that. It's just like madness, like
yeah. We used to get
absolute
people would just
madness.
wait. So many people are waiting for us to try and like make. So it's like the paparazzis where they just come up with all these bullshit stories and things. I mean, one of the funniest things, actually, I'm really surprised hasn't been posted yet, is when I went to New York, when I started with XM, Brian Tan got me a laptop to use while I was working. So he was like, "Hey, I'll bring it to your room," and I'm like, "All right, well, whenever you're ready, just bring it." Um, he decides to bring it at like 3 a.m. And what he does is he brings it to my room at like 3 a.m. He takes off his t-shirt, and obviously I'm sleeping in bed with my boxer shorts. So he comes in the room, jumps in the bed with his t-shirt on, and he's kind of posing on the bed like this on the pillow. And then whoever he's with, I think it's Stanley, turns a light on, and I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck? And then they take a picture of it. And then I'm like, and he's like, oh, I'm going to post this and say, look, finally RaddTitan in bed with XM or whatever. And I was just like,
Dick
fuck off. And
Rider.
then, yeah, Dick Ryder, whatever, and all this. It never got out actually. But I think he sent it to George, and then George, I think George got really like a bit jealous about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no one's meant to get into bed with you but me. I don't accept this at all. Absolutely not. If anyone's going to spoon you, it's going to be me. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Well, there's that
Get,
story about
get to the back
where
of the queue, bro.
there's that story about when I stayed at your house that time, and we had some drinks, and it was um, me, you, Jenny, and Meta was there, and then literally it was like, oh, yeah, we'll stay in the spare room. We had quite a lot of drinks, so we stayed in the spare room. Woke up in the morning, and you're like, "You're right, you sleep well?" And I was like, "Yeah, I slept pretty good." Your the bed that you had was really comfortable. It was like a really good mattress that you got scammed with. You got two of them. Anyway, it
Yeah.
was really comfortable. And then I was like, "Did you sleep well?" I go, and you're like, "Yeah, well, you woke me up halfway through the night." I said, "Did I?" I go, "What was I snoring?" He goes, "No, no, no. You like got close to me. You put your arm around me. You're behind me. You put your arm around me. Put your leg over. You started rubbing your leg up and down my thigh." And I was like, "Shit, what did you do?" You go, "Oh, I went back to sleep. It was fucking great. It felt nice." I was like, "Okay."
It was quite comfy. You're quite hairy. So because you're quite hairy, it's just like sleeping with a big Wookie. It was like a big cushion. Like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I'm being honest with you, probably sacrifice wise, if we're honest, and I think our biggest sacrifice for the channel was probably turning down the Sideshow deal. We got a really good deal, offered a really good deal in terms of affiliate percentages and money, and for 4 or 5 statues a month and all of this shit. Like, it was a pretty good deal, to be fair. But
Fly us over to LA. Yeah, right
yeah,
business.
fly us over to LA and all that, and go over there and do some collaborative work with them. I think that's probably the biggest sacrifice. But unfortunately, like I've said many times, there's always a catch. There's always a but, which is you.
Bless you.
Bless you. Who's you? You all right there? Getting tissue going? Yeah. Right. So the there's always a chink in that armor of what is, can't talk about X, can't talk about Y. Can't discuss, all that rubbish. So it was a little bit like, I think that was the big sacrifice, because we only had about 10,000 subs at the time. We were competing with a lot of other channels that were below us, but were catching, were doing well. And, would have put us pretty much, it would have done to us, which happened, what it did to Gem. Yeah, that's what would have happened to us. We'd have had all the latest pieces like every single month. We'd have been getting pieces in, and it looks like, oh, look at these fucking big time Charlies, all this bollocks. But, we decided that we didn't want to play this game, and we'd just keep it a hobby channel and keep it legitimate, and worry more about the truth and worry more about being honest than what we got.
I guess one of the other ones as well is like, it isn't, because I guess as well with the channel we kind of made more time for each other. But one of the ones as well is when we see each other is always for the channel, so we don't go out just the two of us as much. Like, we never go out just the two of us. It's quite rare. So that's one of the things we
birthday, isn't it?
sacrifice as well. Like, we go out on a birthday or something like that, but it's been quite rare that we've gone out together at a time, and that's
The wife is saying ditto in the background, but the difference is that her channel is 3 sons, not RaddTitan. They're the reasons we don't go out. We don't go out as often as we can on our own. Is we've got 3 boys. We can't even have a conversation with mine.
Are you wearing an XM shirt?
Yeah. I thought the irony would be fun today.
Okay. All right. So let's move.
I'm wearing that Superman one.
Oh, I think I can't remember, but I got rid of a load of t-shirts the other day.
It's got like an evil Superman on the background. Looks cool. I don't think it's meant to be evil, but it looks fucking evil.
Yeah, the problem with that is it's not like something you can wear. Like, you can wear it for a chat. You can't wear it all day because it's like really horrible material. And if you try wearing that for like a whole convention in Singapore, it's really bad.
My wife said I look like a spare one from Grease too, so I started doing cool riders.
You got to turn the collar up. That's in that, isn't it? Yeah. The only bit I remember only bit I remember in Grease 2 is where he turns the cigarette around in his mouth and then the guy slaps his back and he swallows the cigarette.
Yeah,
that's the only bit I remember. X has been extremely disappointed. I have no desire to buy statues at this point. One of the things I was talking about in a group actually was one of the big things that they kind of missed out on was when Martin left, and he was there. I can't remember, like creative director, art director, one of those kind of roles. A creative lead. I'm sorry if I'm demoting you mine, but he is really underrated, and he's one of those guys where if you put his portfolio together and you show the things he worked on, you'll be like, oh wow. One of the things I know, like from the top of my head, is like War Machine. He did that pretty much by himself, and it's the same actual conversation I had with a sculptor today. Funny enough, it's the guy who sculpted Liu Kang, who we talk now because of that conversation about Liu Kang, which is actually really funny, and he's good because he saw the funny side of it. Also, he showed me the original sculpts, and that got fucking butchered, that piece. But anyway, he's hilarious, and like he said the same thing though. He said that I asked him about how he feels being someone where he sculpted statues. He did Dawnbreaker, which is like an amazing statue from Prime One, and he's done a bunch of other ones, but no one knows who he is. No one's here going, oh yeah, Jonathan Riley's project. But he actually has work he's worked on where he has Oscars to his name. He's worked on movies that have gotten Oscars for special effects. Like he was on Endgame, and he was on he's doing Witcher, and he's doing all these other things like that. And he's doing video games. But he says that he's actually really happy to speak to someone, and they'll go to him, go, "Oh, so what have you done?" And then he goes, "Well, you don't know me, but you definitely see my work," and he loves being in that position.
Yeah, of course.
All right. But yeah, Martin's the same way, where a lot of people don't know who he is.
Understated.
But he would literally, if he listed his stuff, you'd be like, ah, okay, you know.
Big
How
time,
you doing,
big time,
Coleman?
bro.
22. You don't never under deliver a product, taking away things for sure, add things over. Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Exactly. Well
The
said, yeah.
blueprint to the customer service and statue designs get worse and worse. Yeah, those tools look very square from certain angles. I think it's all
Yeah,
about
it does.
the Venom. Originally, the Venom was actually meant to be 2 busts. But it didn't get approved in the end, but it was meant to be 2 busts. So one of the busts was meant to have all of the spawns on it, like the Madness, and then the switch out bust, but it never happened. Obviously, the cost would have been crazy as well. Let me just get down to this one here. Oh, my Emperor in the house. Good
Yo,
morning.
motherfucker.
Boom, boom. How you doing?
Thanks for the super chat, bro. Appreciate you supporting the channel every week. God bless you. Haven't got my parcel yet. I'm looking forward to getting that in.
His parcels take well long. He sent me a parcel before. I think it took about a year.
But it is for the sperm, so
Huh? What you say? It's full of sperm.
it's for the sperm. No, it's not. It's free Magneto head stuff. Yeah, sperm.
Where are we? I did buy this Venom. Never wanted the Tendrils boy base. Yeah. I'm actually sorry. I think I've gone past that one.
Need them plugins, man.
Mystery box. So the prize is the plugs for the Venom Arise. Yeah. Currently to go with saliva since it's not translucent. The only way you really hit that saliva effect without it looking like cum. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about as well. Danny Ferreira, how you doing? Road Dog, that's a new name, isn't it?
Road
As long
Dog,
as the
yeah.
bundle includes a date with
That
Forest Junior.
WWE Road Dog. Is that Road Dog? You better call somebody.
Could be because he mentions Florence Pugh and she was in that wrestling movie, wasn't she? I've seen her in real life and she's really pretty. Like really
Is that
pretty in real life.
you?
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of a soft spot for her because I think she's a fantastic actress.
Did you
She's
watch the
very good.
wrestling film with her?
No.
Well, Welcome to the Family. No.
Is that where she's meant to be Paige?
I don't watch wrestling, but I watched it on the plane. Yeah, it was quite funny. Yeah.
Is that what? Did she get injured? She like a Rocky sort of chick, rock chick wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bat Page, isn't it? That's she's like after my era. Like my era of like enjoying wrestling was like the women that we had was like fucking Sable and
Yeah.
Tori.
Oh, you see all this stuff is happening with Brock Lesnar now and all that.
No,
He's
what's
getting
happening?
cancelled, isn't he?
Well, he
He's
would
cancelled.
he will say he
Well,
just what the fuck he wants. He don't care.
no, Vince McMahon was getting done for all this like sexual assault stuff, this like Me Too shit, and Brock Lesnar's been dragged into it.
Oh,
So
fucking bet yes.
all of his, if you want to buy a Brock Lesnar t-shirt, now's the time because it's all like heavily discounted because they're trying to get rid of it, and he's been kicked out all of the events as well, all the future events he's out of at the moment. So
this retrospective planning is so hilarious.
well,
Oh yeah, he
like,
touched my nipple in 2003. How fucking dare you? But please, man. Leave out 90% of the story as well. Like you showed him your nipple and asked him to sign it. Just leave that part, all of that out.
Well,
hilarious.
actually, do we want to go into Harvey Weinstein?
Nah.
We don't want to go down that road. But there is a lot of that. There's a lot of that. There's utter bullshit, though. There's so much of that where literally a woman's
it has too much. It has too much momentum and power now. Where to the point where it started, you're all a bit like, like you can't get away with behaving that way. You go, fuck you. I totally agree. And then it becomes like loads of people jump on the bandwagon and want to, and it's all like affirmative action shit, and it's just like retrospective. Like I'm going to leave out, it's so long ago. I'm going to leave out 90% of the truth and give 10% of what happened, and then it becomes very messy.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ. And also, the real problem, which is more of the problem, is the fact that what we do as a nation and as a people is we forget the eras and the times that these things happened in, and we put it to today's standards where the times have moved on so far. So what happens is you used to be able to open the door for a woman and let her walk in and she'd say thank you. Now you're like depowering her and you're like taking away her fucking all of this shit. So, it becomes this, shit now where if someone said like, oh yeah, 10 years ago, he just kept opening doors for women and everyone's like, you motherfucker, it doesn't work because times completely changed now. It's very different. And we tend to forget about the time that it was and just judge people from where we are now and say what you did then based on today's standards is fucking unacceptable and you should be cancelled and you should have all this grief, which I just don't agree with. I think once you pass a certain point of an era, you have to leave it back there and say, that's, you've got to leave that alone. Let sleeping dogs lie, man. Let them lie.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It is a tough one. And it's, I mean, I don't even know where we're going into this now, but anyway, it is, actually, I brought it up, for fuck's sake. But like, it is one of those things, it's like, I'm pretty sure that if I'm going to get quoted in fucking court now saying something like this, but I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know, I'm actually 40 now, so in 60 ain't going to really work. But, if, for example, we got like super, super famous and all of a sudden some woman I met in a bar come out and goes, hey, yeah, he fucking put his hand, choked me out and fucking did this and did that and whatever while we were fucking. And then I scratched his back and, and it would be like, well, yeah, you were scratching me while this and that. And, do you know what I mean? And it would be like taken out of
I don't
context.
know where you're going. I don't know where you're going. I don't know what's happened. It's taken a
I would
rapid
say,
turn left, and we've got
yeah,
into you taking women out when you're having sex with them. I don't know what that's
no,
about.
just
But
like
whatever's your thing, bro.
every
Whatever
say
your
like, yeah,
thing, bro.
they'll be like rough sex with someone, and all of a sudden it gets now later down 20 years later, like the story gets blurred, doesn't it?
I think, like I said to you, I think we have to remember, like you can go back, right, and you can stick the Attitude Era on. The Attitude Era is we don't give a fuck. Women were getting slammed and fucking clotheslined and shit like that. That's the shit that was going on in the wrestling. Women were getting fucking banged up just like the guys were. Men were like attacking women on that. That would never be tolerated now on television like that. Even if it's wrestling, it would never be tolerated. So you can't sort of have that sort of women were like wearing next to nothing, stripping, showing their chests off in the crowds. It was the Attitude Era. You can't judge them today. You have to let it be where it was and just say, okay, that was acceptable then. That was the time that they were in. That was where the direction it was going. Leave it the fuck alone. Don't start trying to hang people today for shit they did then that was socially acceptable then, because that's where you lost yourself, because it's socially acceptable then. So
Do you know
leave
the
it be.
funny? There's the funny Capcom story is with they basically, when Final Fight came out, there was a big thing in America about domestic violence and about
Sure.
violence on women. So what they did was they then, when it came across to America from Japan, Poison became a she-male, and that
Yes.
was so back then in the 80s, it weren't good to hit a woman, but it was okay to hit a woman,
Trans woman.
and yeah, and then that's why now when I think PCS released the Poison statue, there were people going, "Oh, hold on a minute, this is actually a man." And it's like, well, actually, no, it's not, because the story was changed.
Originally it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go through this quickly. Anyway, this Evan in the house, AC Luna, Close Combat 27, Stuart Murray. Where's those pictures of the Batman, my friend? Julian, how you doing? A few minutes
Don't
behind in the
worry,
chat.
barely started, bro. Just chatting shit at the minute.
I'll wait till Alex starts talking about his dog and then fast forward. Or you could have fast forwarded past all that sort of 80s sex chat or whatever it was. Julian, get your pictures of the House of God piece out, man. Stuart Fraser, Ryan, how you doing? Steglo was a very last wave of toys released for He-Man, never made into Filmation cartoon, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Was that bullshit picture then, the one I just showed?
No, it's a real figure that they did the toy, but it didn't. What he's saying, it didn't make it into the cartoons. It made the toys. It didn't make the cartoons.
No, but the picture I just showed with him standing next to He-Man, that was a fake picture.
I don't think that's right, man.
Scarecrow's getting a whole lot of stage time now. Yeah.
He is, yeah.
Gregor Mas, yo, how you doing? Joe Miller, Rajovic Rocks, how you doing? I'm just going to go through these quickly. Sorry. Yeah, new angle. Thanks, man. I'm going to try and push this back a bit more and get another row of busts in there. So we can say that Zero Dogma. Sorry, guys, trying to say imposing statue. Yeah.
Well, now we know that Venom can't fuck. So thank you very much for that. We can't seal the deal with Mr. Eddie Brock.
Dirty Alfred, how you doing? It's been a while, my friend. Everyday collector in the house. Hope you're not causing trouble there, John. Hope you're staying out of trouble, not upsetting people. XM dipping their hands in too many in other endeavors. Maybe statues aren't their main focus anymore. They got some other things going on, yeah. Even in all, Dave, hope wish you all the best, Dave.
Yo, Mr.
Need to
Wolf.
skim through these. Robert Anderson,
Mr.
Omar.
Anderson.
Apparently, the parcel just arrived in UK.
Nice.
It takes a long time to send things from Australia. Everything's uphill. Yeah, Borg Anderson. Yeah, my brother, great catching with you. Oh, did you do his chat?
I did his chat, and he's like, it was actually really. I've got to say this. It was very, very professional. Trish Stratus, yeah. It was very professional.
Yeah.
I met
Norman's
and spoke to Norman for the first time.
Yeah,
he was lovely. It was a real lovely meeting.
Did you saw his fire alarm out?
What a gentleman.
Did you saw his fire alarm?
Dude, I don't talk to him about shit that you talk to.
No.
We were just talking and talking. Why would he bring up a fire?
No. Because when I was talking to him, he had this constant beeping in the background. It was doing my fucking head in.
Nah, he was fine. We had a little brief conversation, and he has this thing about him. I don't know if I can eloquently word it right, but he's got like a dad vibe to him, like of respect. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, very cool.
I felt like I wanted to call him sir, and just he had that thing about him where I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just his personality or just the way he comes across, but you want to put an arm around him and just be nice to him. And he's a sort of person. He's a sort of person. And I think if you're with him in person and someone was rude to him, you'd slap him. You know, one of them ones, and they'd be like, I don't even know this person, but I just feel instantly like I want to protect him from the evils of the world. I don't know why that was. Yeah, it was really nice talking to him, and I'm a big fan of Paul Gunderson. I'm a big supporter of them and their channel. Him and Rodney, I love them both. So it was great to touch base with him and just have a little conversation. You know, it took an hour out of my Saturday, but it was an hour well spent. So that was nice.
Yeah.
I don't know when the video's coming out.
Yeah, Thor, has my video been posted yet? God damn it.
Yeah, but yours was shit. He told me.
Yeah.
He said to me, fuck me. We know the personality is in RaddTitan. Alex is shit.
God, yeah. All right. Just going to put this up. So basically, the links here. This is for you to win the Nemesis Prime by XM Studios, and
are we giving it another week, or is it doing all right?
Fuck it, we'll give it away. Shipping's not included on this one, so shipping's not included on this one. Enter this. Chat is in the link is in the comments. I can put it in the comments again. I think yep, it's still there, and yeah. Your best mate's here. There he is. In the house. God.
No, when they turned around and said to me, "What's the biggest sacrifice you've ever made?" I should have said, "This fucking guy."
Not going to jail for killing him. Yeah.
I don't think I could have ever got close to him. I was close to fucking the other one.
Oh yeah, he ran away. Jojo, if everyone's worst text or email comments with your friends comes out now, 100% of everyone would be cancelled. I was listening to something actually. I can't remember who it was, but he was talking about like WhatsApp, and there was something recently where all these people done something on WhatsApp, and then all out of context, and then they're racist, and then now they're cancelled, and whatever else, lost their whole career, and it's just like. It's just so over the top, so ridiculous now. People are always upset. Yeah. Future Figure Kong, how you doing? What's going on, guys? Hope you're good.
I was on Facebook earlier, and there was like something selling T-shirts, and it said it's okay for boys to be sad or something, like a T-shirt, like a jumper or some shit. Like it's all right for boys to be sad, and I literally. So I was scanning through like for 5 seconds that I had to spare. I had to comment, and I just put, yeah, it's all right for boys to be sad, but men just fucking get on. Like, do you know what I mean? You know, it's just like, what the fuck are they promoting over here? Honest to God. Sometimes I actually feel like the West is trying to dismantle the males. They're just trying to absolutely kill us to bits, where it's like, you know what I mean? Who's going to wear that? I mean, honestly, who's going to walk around with a jumper on saying it's okay for men to be sad?
There's the
or
other
boys to be sad?
conspiracy side of it, which is actually it's China infiltrating the social media and making the West weaker. Yeah. Anyway,
Potentially, but at the end of the day,
what's
I
up,
feel more
gentlemen?
sorry for the person wearing that jumper.
Yeah. What's up, gentlemen? What's up with black pudding with breakfast? I actually like black pudding.
It's shit, man. Don't eat that.
Actually, who
Don't eat
was
that.
it? I can't remember. It was one of my exes. Basically,
Black
I was
pudding's
eating
rough, man.
it, and then they go, "You're basically eating a pig's scab. How does that feel?" And I was just like, "That's a good point, actually." Yeah.
Well, it's the same with crackling, technically speaking.
No, it's fat.
No, crackling is the skin of a pig that's been boiled. Like if you take a pig's skin and you put like boiling water over it, it's like a blister.
No,
So
it's oil.
technically speaking, crackling is blistered pig skin.
Yeah. Black Magic is lads. I suffered a major flood damage in my storage container between the house moves, and about 5 or 6 statues was soaked through. What can I expect to happen to the paint? I've tried them off. You might be all right. You might be all right. The only thing is if you kind of didn't get them out in time, and some of the packaging is kind of like, if it's got that tissue paper,
the packaging is fucked, but the statues will be fine.
No, but I'm just saying.
I've stuck statues into boiling water,
Yeah.
for minutes, so I can manipulate and move.
My comment, if you let me fucking finish, is
you're saying
have that tissue paper around it, and then that tissue paper gets wet, dries, soaks into the paint. That might damage it, but you might need to like wet it again to get it off, and you should be all right.
Just wet the paper. So it's just paper.
You'll be right. Box will be fucked, but it should be all right.
It should be absolutely fine, bro. It depends how, like Alex was saying, it depends how long. But if it's like a modern statue, these paints are like very durable. They're designed to take some serious heat. So I don't think you're going to have any issue with water, to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got mixed media and stuff, you're going to have more problems. But if it's a proper like sculpted piece, you should be okay.
Depends on what statues they are, for sure. The worst thing I've had to deal with in my time is someone said they live in a pet-free, smoke-free house, which is a big thing that people used to say. And what they didn't tell me was they're a fucking vapor, or whatever they're called, and the fucking vape shit was all over it. That's really bad. That stuff is really bad. It's like oil. It's like oil all over it.
Yeah. Not good.
T-shirt for left-wing cunts. Gotham Aid doing cipher in the house. There's too many vaginas walking around. I think what would do, Aiden, what's up, guys? How you doing? That reassures, thanks, Christ. PCS 1/3 Akuma. He's mixed media, isn't he?
He's got mixed media trousers.
Shin. Tweehead's Catwoman. Latest Vader Mythos. Vader will be fine.
Vader will
be fine.
Although, is there a light up on that?
Ooh.
Is there a light up on the Vader, or is it not? Maybe there's no. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it's just an effect with the fire. I don't think there's a light up, so I think you're all right.
Light up some mixed media. You need a bit more.
Tweet ahead, Catwoman. It should be absolutely fine as well as no mixed media. I think the PCS. What you're going to have to do with that PCS Akuma is you need to get that out quick and hope that no mold gets into the material. So you probably want to give it a good drying off and probably apply some heat to it and just kill it. Like a high.
You may need to a steam cleaner or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's
what
I'm thinking.
You need to be really careful with the paint then.
But I think I'm not. I would have said just like a really high heat sort of hairdryer, something like that. Just go over it. Just make sure you kill any sort of bacteria or anything that might be on that material. But you should, like I said, it's just the mixed media shit you got to worry about. The rest of it, I think the sculpt and paints will be fine, mate.
Yeah,
I remember I had a problem. I had a problem with. I had a problem with Moon Knight with the cape after it being. I mean, I bought it brand new in box years after it was released, years, and when I got it in, it was brand new, so it'd never been opened. And the cape, I couldn't get it to sit. I just could not get it. And I spoke to the XM guys. They were like, "Mate, get a fucking bucket, fill it with boiling hot water, and stick the fucking cape in there for like literally a couple of minutes, and the fucking thing will move wherever you want it to." I was like, "Really?" He was like, "Can handle that kind of heat? Like, seriously, not going to flame
Brian
or
did a video for that at the time. Brian did a video for that.
Fuck, and he said to me, "Yeah, like you could do that. You could fucking just chuck it in there, leave it in there, it'll be fine, leave it for as long as you want." He said, "But the longer you leave it, the more moldable it will be, and it will be you know, you've got to be careful. It's a hard balance to get it right." So I left it for like 45 seconds, took it out, gave it a little fiddle, and then put it back in for another like minute or two. I think it took about 4 to 6 minutes, and then I could manipulate it into spot.
I saw another guy who actually had a flood, and basically he had CGCs, and they all soaked up all the water. They're not waterproof.
Shit.
All the water, yeah. I could never wear a shirt like that in secondary school, my old council estate, or London Borough. Yeah, I bet. Radd, cheers, my man.
God bless you, man. Thanks.
Drink to that.
To you, fam.
I had to throw away a life-size animatronic pinhead due to mold from a flood. Oh, that's a shame. Mitchell, there you go. Cenobites.
Yes, Pam.
You said yes, Pam. Is what you said.
Yeah, I'm getting murked by my missus over here. Look, she shouldn't be allowed in my fucking room when I'm doing business here.
Oh God.
Getting judged, I am.
Do you want me to have a word?
You've had enough fucking words, so I'm getting judged, I think.
That's why you're getting abused now, because now she's taking it out on you. I can't hear what you're mumbling. What's that?
Nah, she had something in her mouth.
Oh, yes. I bet she has. All right, what we're going to do then is let's do this. Let's find this a home, yeah? So we got 647 entries here. I didn't, and as you can see, I didn't enter it myself. See that?
You did.
Huh?
You entered yourself.
No, I did not enter it myself, cockhead. I just said that.
Oh, good. Well, I can't hear you with your big stuttery beard, fucking blocking all the words.
Well, too distracted with your wife's cock. Your wife's cocking you up. You're cocking your wife's mouth. All right, let's do this winner anyway. All right, so this is for the Nemesis Prime XM Studios, shipping not included. So that's something you need to bear in mind if you win. So drawing a winner. Let's do this.
If it's for Gunderson, I'm leaving.
Tyler Sherwood.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. He lives in Singapore.
Congratulations, Tyler. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy, man. Fucking hell. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. It's about time that one of our mods actually won something. That's fantastic news.
No, that fucker won something already.
What did he win?
He won who's that woman? The Olsen sister?
Who? Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, he won Scarlet Witch by General Giant.
Nice.
Yeah.
Listen, you've got to be in it to win it, man. You enter, you win. Get in.
Black Magic-ish. Cheers, man. I'm actually need to pour another drink out. Thanks, my man. Pour it out.
I'm running out of my Alhambra stuff.
Wasn't that like so basically that Nemesis Prime was just like a scam, and we set this up because Tyler brought that statue over for you the other day.
Actually, Tyler's bringing me over another statue. No one asked me about my week this week, my collecting week, because Alex obviously was too busy trimming his fucking pubes and brushing his beard hair like some sort of fucking
whoa. So, slow down.
He didn't ask me, George, how was your week?
Slow down. I did ask you at the beginning. I did ask you at the beginning. Your wife was talking in the background. Anyway, back to that.
I got the
no, wait. The other piece that you said you were going to get, which is really big, you can't get a big piece now because Tyler needs to bring over the Venom box.
What piece? What piece did I say I wanted that's really big?
The Craven.
I don't want it.
I know. So now
We've had this discussion.
my position is I need a box from Venom brought over.
Yeah, that's between you and your god, man. It's nothing to do with me. Tyler's sorted me out a Bowen Mr. Sinister.
Oh, that's fine.
Which I've been looking for a Bowen Designs Mr. Sinister in mint condition with no breaks or anything to the cape for about 20 years. So I've been looking for that. I've been looking for that since I've started collecting, and I've never been able to find one because you can't have that shipped. That's a piece that you have to get locally. So Tyler's picked one up for me, brand new in box, that's never been displayed. It's mint, and he's checked it over, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll bring it over on like hand luggage. I won't check it. I'll bring it in and put it on the thing." So he's going to bring it to me, like basically hand deliver it to me. Otherwise, I'd never be able to own that piece. So for me, him winning that is justice for him being a fucking awesome guy.
Atticus, that's a new name, isn't it? What's up, gentlemen? How you doing?
Isn't Atticus when you start counting with the beats?
Yeah.
It's not Atticus, isn't it?
No, that's Abacus, you fuck. You dickhead.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, Sinister's going to be coming on the plane with me. I think Venom's 2 boxes, so you might have to bring 1 box and then I pick up the next box in 2027.
Yeah, leave the fucking tendrils at home.
Yeah, leave the tendrils out. Atticus, how you doing?
What's Atticus? Why do I know what that is? Is that a company name? Atticus.
Didn't
I think it's a statue company called Atticus.
Yeah, didn't they do that? No, it was with a K, and they did the Silver Surfer coming out the hand, and it was really shit.
I think so, man. I remember that name.
Yeah. All right, let's get on to this.
Mean, anyway. I did think you counted with beads with it earlier, but that's a whole different story.
Because you dildo. Congratulations to Tyler Sherwood. Then it would be 3 boxes now with the plug pieces are sent now. Yeah, probably. Atticus Finch was in Kill a Mockingbird.
No, I never read that. I never read that book. It's funny because I did quite a lot of reading at one point, but I didn't read that.
When you went to summer camp, you did want to read it.
Yeah, I went to camp, did some reading.
Yeah. All right, let's get on to the old. So Tyler Sherwood says maybe you're thinking of Killing Mockingbird. Clearly, you don't know you very well either. Present. What we're going to do is
let's go into some fan art stuff.
Well, actually, there's very limited license, so we're going to start off with that anyway because it's really just a Sweetheads one, I think.
All right.
Oh fuck! I'll kill that. No, hold up.
This isn't Tweeterheads, bro.
How's that custom?
This is a custom. This is the Batsy Studio Two-Face. They're doing a 1/6 and 1/4 scale piece. I do believe this is a fan art company. I don't think it's a licensed company.
Okay.
But this is fucking well nice. This is a really nice.
Okay. I have not seen it. I just thought, I didn't really.
Don't assume. Just leave the thinking to me, Beard. All right. So yeah, this is the fan art. This is the fan art piece. This is like a Batsy something studio. I'm pretty sure that's a fan art.
Okay. No, you might be right. When I saw it was from a distance.
I don't know whether these are 2 statues or whether it's just switch outs. But
no, it looks like it's the animation version and the comic version. That's the animation version.
I fucking love that blue version a lot. That blue version.
Cool. Yeah, that's the animated.
It must be a switch out hand and switch out head in it because the rest of it's the same.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It's the hand in the same place though. The arm. Go to the red. Is it that high? I thought it was lower. Nah, that arm's a switch. Lower. It's not in the same place.
No, it's likely the switch out's done by the shoulder. Yeah,
or it could so.
It could even be the shoulder. No, actually, no, because he's got the coin. That wouldn't make sense. Don't worry. This is a company that made the Venomized Thanos portraits and for the Thanos on Throne.
Is it Night Monkey? I don't think it's Night Monkey. No.
Night Monkey? Yeah, that's their one.
Night Monkey do the Venomized Thanos. Is that not right?
I thought the one that we were talking about previously. Yeah, that's Night Monkey.
Yeah.
Unless there's another one, which would surprise me anyway.
Not for Thanos on Throne. The Venomized one is by Night Monkey. I'm sure it is. Maybe it's in collaboration with these though. I can't speak for that.
But that animated version, the animated version's great.
Love blue. I think it looks mint.
Yeah.
Really nice Two-Face, to be fair. It's one of the best Two-Faces I've ever seen.
Well, there's not a lot of
I'm a big
options,
fan.
are there?
I'm a big fan.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. It was posted under Night Monkeys.
Uh-huh.
No, it's Batsy Studios was advertised in some other groups. Okay, so
Yeah.
apparently someone's saying it's Batsy Studios. Jonathan's saying it's Night Monkeys.
Only way to settle
Okay,
this.
and then Jonathan concedes and says thank you, Luke. So I think you're right. You and Luke are right. So there you go. Oh yeah, and even there you can see on the base it says something Studios there.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Really nice though. This. I thought
This is
this
like
looked good shit.
repaint, is it or?
Oh no, dude! But it looks amazing.
Hmm.
I don't know if it is a repaint. I think this is a fan art job. Unless
Might
this
be
is
a
the.
bit
I don't
different.
think this is the Sideshow one, man.
I can't remember the pose of the original
I
one.
don't think it looked like this. I don't think it did. Looks really good. This. What is this? Madam Viper? Is it Madam Viper?
Baroness.
Baroness. Wasn't even close.
Yeah, we were close until you fucked up
Oh,
it. Madam Viper.
there is someone called that, but I know.
Madam Viper.
Yeah,
Is
there's
that?
somebody called that. Yeah.
Oh, do I have to Google it?
I didn't pull that shit out of my ass, believe me.
What in G.I. Joe?
No. Could be fucking
Oh
anywhere.
no, there's a
It's not comic.
Viper. No, there's a woman called Viper, and then her
Yeah.
name is Madam Hydra.
Maybe. Is that G.I. Joe?
No, that's Marvel, the Green Woman.
Okay. Ah,
You recognise her if you saw her. I think there was a cool Bowen piece by her.
I'll get there in the end.
But
This
no,
looks
yeah,
nice.
this looks cool. It does look cool. Actually, this isn't a repaint of the Sideshow one. The Sideshow one base, I think, was a whole full base. It's nice. It's actually really
Yeah,
nice.
I like it.
There's part of me that actually thinks about getting back that Cobra Commander at one point. That was a really nice piece.
Oh, yeah.
I do regret
That's
selling
definitely
that
as well.
sometimes.
There's some fantastic ones as well. It's
Oh
another
wow,
Two-Face.
another
It's more
Two-Face
movie talk.
movie. Harvey Dent. I watched this the other day. Did you know that?
Did you?
I watched Batman Begins, which actually was a lot better than I remembered. And
Oh, it's brilliant.
I think that with Batman Begins, I didn't remember it being so long. You know, so the beginning part being an hour. I didn't remember it being like the whole build up being that long.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah. They gave it its due course for sure.
for some reason, I remembered it being more flashbacks and more like that for some reason. But the thing is, I haven't seen Batman Begins in probably 10 years. The last
If
time I
you say
saw it
that
was
to
a long
Georgie,
time ago.
he'll quote that line for you. Do you know that?
Say that again?
If you say that to Georgie, there's a line in Batman that if you say it to him, he'll quote it back to you. So
What's
if you
that?
say to my 5-year-old, if you say, "Why do we fall?"
Oh,
he
yeah,
will say
yeah.
that. He will say the line every time to learn to pick up, so that
That's
we
good.
can learn to pick ourselves up.
Yeah.
So when he was little, that's all I used to say to him. We should fall and cry. So, son, why do we fall?
Yeah.
And that, and he will still say it now. If I asked him, he'd still
Yeah.
say it.
But no, it's
So,
it's a good movie, and I do think that Batman Begins, I think, is a better all-round movie than Dark Knight. But I think
oh yeah,
Dark Knight is.
it's about an hour too long.
I think the thing with Dark Knight is like it's visually amazing. It's really the cinematography is really good. The angles, everything's really good. The acting is really good. Um, Something about the pacing. I don't know. It just kind of some bits drag on a bit for me,
Drax, yeah, for
and
sure.
I enjoyed Begins more than
It's
Dark
worth
Knight, and
just
also
watching Dark
the
Knight just for Ledger. Like he's mesmerizing.
yeah, but also the actual. It's the same kind of thing where you know the characters aren't in it until way into the movie. You know,
Yeah,
there's a lot of stuff that happens. Obviously, the bank robbery scene at the beginning is great, but
yeah,
yeah, Batman Begins I did enjoy a lot more. I enjoyed it a lot
yeah.
more. But the funny thing is I hadn't seen both of them in a long time, and over
For
time
me,
it kind of
no,
twists for you, and you think Dark Knight's a better movie, and then
nah.
when
I've never said that. The way if I was going to do it in the order that I mean, I really like Rises personally. I like Rises a lot. So I would say,
people hate that.
huh?
A lot of people hate that.
Yeah, but I don't care really.
Yeah.
I wipe my ass with other people's opinions on it. But I like Rises. Rises is my favorite, and then I would say it's Begins. Then it would be
Yeah,
Dark.
but there's also the side of that because you want to fuck Tom Hardy, but that's the other bit.
Ah, I like Tom Hardy. I like him as Bane as well. I think his performance is absolutely breathtaking as Bane.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I don't think people quite really understand how difficult that is to like that whole. I mean, that's a gangster, that voice that he picked up. That's like from one of our like London gangster people that like Tom Hardy knew, like from another film, and he took it for
Yeah,
that movie. And
do you know
I
what
think it's really hard to act. I think that you forget how much of his face is obscured by the mask, and
yeah,
how he still puts across emotion and intent, even though you can only see like 20% of his face. I don't think people quite understand. If I cover my mouth when I speak to you with my hand,
you
you
raise your
will
eyes.
you will literally miss 70% of what I say most of the time. It's amazing how many visual cues you pick up from your eyes as opposed to what you hear. So it's very, very clever. But I don't
We
like
had
it.
a go. I think we had a conversation about it a long time ago, and I remembered it where um, I think Gio's response or the way the conversation went was Tom Hardy's the only man I would like to watch fucking my wife. It was something weird like
No,
that. You respond. It was something like that, wasn't it? What was it?
no,
What was
no,
it?
no, no. She's up for
Or
it. My
maybe it was
wife
her.
loves Tom
Maybe it was
Hardy as
her.
well. So
Oh, maybe it was her who said
she
it then.
probably, it's probably
Yeah,
Denny
she
saying
probably
I,
said
I
it.
might allow it. I might not kill him because I kind of like him. The thing is with Tom Hardy is I think he's a fantastic actor, very talented. Um, he reminds me a little bit of me. So I kind of like him.
Luke saying, "Would you want him to wear the Bane mask, though, Gio?"
Oh yeah, sure.
He-
Him sleeping.
You have
Fuck
to
it.
give.
Innit?
I actually
No one can
watched
hear him scream.
a whole different thing, but I watched 12 Monkeys the other day, and I hadn't seen that in years, and that's actually a really good film.
I
And
still
Brad
haven't
Pitt,
watched that.
it's not for you because you hate Bruce Willis, but
I don't like
um,
Bruce Willis at all.
I know that's what I'm saying. But the thing about it is, you could when you watch it, when you see Brad Pitt's character, it's pre-Fight Club, and you can see that he's got a lot of his. He's
Mannerisms.
taken a lot of that from 12 Monkeys and put it into Fight Club as well. It's really good actually. It's actually a good film. I did actually really enjoy it. But back to this. So this is um, Aaron Eckhart, and
Yeah, that's
Two-Face.
right.
Tom
Little
Hardy
bit
plays
stiff
the
at this.
role of Bane Great. Tom Hardy plays not as good Bronson, Taboo, Peaky Blinders. We're all three from the London Borough, so I know. The problem
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Taboo is even I had to put a subtitles on the part of it. I think George stopped watching it.
I struggle with that a little bit myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you tuck him in? Hey, fellas, I'm still waiting for a one for Batman Begins suit statue. Best suit. Hope J&D takes it on. Well, either J&D or Queen will, for sure. For sure.
Infinity
I
might touch it.
actually, I actually tried on the Batman Begins cowl and arm pieces. I actually tried them on. The cowl was well tight on my head. The forearm was actually at the time was actually pretty big. His forearms were quite big when he did Batman. Um, let's get through this. This is a custom Aquaman. It's quite a cool base on this. Quite nice.
Yeah, it's sort of
I
got a
don't know what
little.
the monsters are, but like
I,
they're quite
I
nice base.
remember these kind of monsters from the film, but I don't. Maybe they're in the comics a lot as well. So it reminds me of the film ones that attack Jason Momoa. But this is a proper classic Aquaman, so blonde blue eyes sort of job. But yeah,
Yeah,
I stumbled across this. I thought it looked pretty cool.
yeah, yeah.
I think their use of size here is fantastic. I think how they've managed to compact this piece is very clever.
What you're
So
getting into, what you're getting into recently, and I think this is one of them, is this looks like a Patreon STL file. So basically, when you
probably,
join someone's Patreon, they sculpt and then they send you out the STL 3D files. This looks like a 3D file.
yeah, it does.
But it does look actually very nice compared to some of them, for sure. Yeah, it looks nice. I like it.
Yeah, I did. We're not big fans of Aquaman, so whenever I stumble across a good one, that's
They
that
should have.
Afro Samurai, isn't it?
Yeah, I was going to go there. They should have CGI'd Bane. Tom Hardy's too short.
Yeah,
I think
there's
he did
that.
well, though. I think he did do well. Yeah, this is Afro Samurai, and
I think this
this
looks really cool.
this actually is a fucking awesome anime. Afro Samurai is really cool, really
I've not
really
seen it,
cool.
but the statue looks
I
cool. Yeah.
this is just this has reminded me that I need to fucking finish it because I started watching it, and it's voiced by Samuel Jackson, and
Oh
it's
yeah,
also like one of the guys from what's his name, Reza. He did some of the music in this, and yeah, it's definitely one I need to go back to. Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan. That's it. Yeah, it's really, really cool. And there's this guy called Villain where he's got the teddy kind of head on him. First anime is better, but then better than the second. I think I watched a movie. I think is it a movie?
no idea.
Yeah. No, I'm talking to Brendan. I'm not talking to you.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is a cool piece. Again, this looks like another STL file, but with this one you can kind of get away with it anyway. Um, yeah, nice. I actually
1 hour
do
and
like it.
16 minutes. I've got a timer.
Oh,
Don't you
she's
worry.
saying, "Oh, is she telling you to hurry up?"
She's telling me, she's trying to tell me I said it'd be like 90 minutes, and she's trying to tell me, nah, it won't be. It'll be around that.
Uh,
She thinks she fucking knows this woman. And see, this is the problem.
two movies. Yeah, yeah.
I always have. That's how I always know how long chats are because I've got a big fucking red thing that says live 1 hour and 16 minutes, 25 seconds. I can see it.
She's trying it, man. She's fucking trying it.
Yeah, this is like this is Bane, Poison Ivy, and I believe this is a Harley Quinn thing. This piece is massive. This is like a massive, massive piece.
Not a fan of this one at all.
It's not my style, to be honest.
Don't like it at all. I think they look good. I think the sculpture's good, but I just don't like it. Not for
Yeah,
me.
it's not my style.
I've seen
To
the
be honest,
reference
it's a
art, and
little.
it does actually
It's a
look like.
it's a tad too cartoony for me. It's too
Film Noir is
cartoony.
also an author of some of the young version of him. Nowadays, he voices John Stewart Green Lantern. Been watching him since Mad TV back in the day. We don't
Shit,
have Mad
yeah.
TV here. We don't have Mad TV here. I know that like Joe Rogan talks about it, and Bobby Lee talks about it, and Andrew Santana and all those guys, but we don't have it here. We don't have Mad TV here.
We have shit TV here.
Yeah, that looks cool. Paintwork on that's great there.
Yeah, this is like they. I know this obviously this company pretty well because I got a lot of pieces from them last year. This is just not in the style that I like. They have all kinds of things. They have all kinds of ones, but this is like not. This one's not really me. You know, not accurate, but up close and like in all the little details, it will be immense. It will be mega because that's what they do.
Correction, I was meant to say Tom Hardy and I are from the same London borough. Damn typos. Didn't see what you said the first time. Missed that. Whereabouts Tom
We've
Hardy
got
from?
you, bro. We're with you.
He's,
We're with you.
sorry, Mitchell. You're saying you're from like a tough borough, tough Kansas State borough, tough London borough. But I swear Tom Hardy's from fucking like a nice place, isn't he? He's from like Hampstead or somewhere like
They're
that, or
from Hampstead.
Hammersmith or
Be from Hammersmith,
Hammersmith.
and Hammersmith ain't nice, bro.
No, I thought Hammersmith had
Is
some
it
nice
fun?
areas, you know.
Mate, if you're walking past it or driving past certain bits, it's all right. But there's loads of areas in Hammersmith that's a shithole.
Yeah. Mad
I'm
TV
sure I
was a
did
show
a.
that
I'm sure I
introduced.
did a door up there. I'm sure I did a door up in Hammersmith, and it was a shithole. Like, I'm trying to remember what it was.
Well, sure, is that around Shepherd's Bush? Did you
And
do
I
Redback?
didn't do Hammersmith Palais. I did a place up in Hammersmith for like about a month to cover someone.
Did you
And it
do
was
Redback?
who?
Did you do Redback?
I can't remember.
I think
I,
they
I
had
moved a lot.
that on there.
I moved around so many doors because it was always the same. When someone got into a punch up, you moved your team around. That's what happened. You'd
Yeah.
get a call at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, going right. George, go to the crown. Right, George, go hit. Right. Everyone was moving about all the time. So I remember I got fucking stuck in Hammersmith for about a month. It was just horrible.
Yeah. This then is a custom Batfleck, and this was sent by Stuart Murray. So this is done kind of in the style of JND. Obviously not silicon, but this is quite a cheaper version. I think it's 1/3, and it's actually polystone sculpted. So for that, it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Stuart Murray says it looks great, but I don't think the likeness looks great on this part anyway. Obviously, this is a factory shot, maybe, so it doesn't look as good. But that
yeah.
face looks like he's got burnt skin rather than stubble. They need to sort that out a bit more.
Really hard to do stubble well.
Well, it looks a bit better in that angle, but still,
I'm
it looks
getting
more like
Affleck
he's got
from that.
that pothole skin.
I'm getting Affleck from that. I'm getting him a
Yeah,
bit.
but yeah,
Best Batman ever. Just saying it.
yeah. Alex Hammersmith is next to Shepherd's Bush. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Do you know
I did a place in Shepherd's Pit Bush. That was it.
Do you
I
know
did a
Redback
Lloyd's bar.
Mitchell?
I did a Lloyd's in Shepherd's Bush for a month. I remember now. That was it.
Did that statue of Hulk holding Betsy Ross in the palm outstretched his hand ever get released?
Yeah, it's getting made. I know who that is. If you need any details from that, hit me up. I know who that is. PM me on Facebook and I'll sort you out. They did two colours. So there's a grey and then there's a green. And Betty Ross is in two different colours as well. It's a sexy piece, that actually. It's a nice piece.
All right, let's get through some of these fucking pictures. God damn it, getting sidetracked. This is where it's been done to look like it kind of blends in with the J&D pieces.
I think that does well.
Does well.
Fair play.
Yeah,
that does very fucking well.
Considering it's
much better lighting in that in this.
Price. 1/3 of the price.
That's a very good job.
Also, one of the things which is probably going to piss off a lot of people in the comments is when I did watch Batman Begins and Dark Knight, I do realise that I like Ben Affleck a lot
He's the best
more.
Batman.
Yeah,
he's the best. Yeah. Best. Simple.
Especially the combat wise. I think Bale, when I was watching him the other day, does some kind of. It looks like he does Silat.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he does like where they go for all the joints, and he does a lot of that where he kind of holds his head and then kind of elbows and stuff like that. I'll have to look into it, but
I think Ben Affleck just plays the tortured Bruce Wayne better. He has the synergy with Bruce Wayne better.
Yeah.
There's always one with the Batman. It's always the same. There's always a better Batman than there is Bruce Wayne. There's always a weakness, and for me, Ben Affleck is the closest. Where you sort of you definitely can see. You get both elements to the personality, and you get the character much better. So for me, it's all about
as long as you ignore the wanky fucking Justice League, yeah, the wank version of it. Ignore that totally. That totally fucks.
You never watch Joss Whedon anyway, unless you're 13.
Yeah. What was I going to say? The other one, which will piss off probably a lot of people, is the the fact as well that I did watch Batman 1989 recently, and I did enjoy it. I really did enjoy it. I watched it, and I just found it a bit shit and quite outdated. I think the stuff with Jack Nicholson's great, the Joker's great, but Keaton as Batman is fucking crap, and also he's just there and he does these same. I always think that Tim Burton's overrated anyway, and I just think that when you watch it, it's like he jumps down exactly the same way every time, does that thing with his cape, turns around, flicks his cape up every single fight, time he's doing something, and then obviously he can't turn. It's like that. And it's just watching it, you're just like, wow, how is this like so iconic? But then you see Jack Nicholson, you're like, oh yeah, he carries the fucking film. When you watch it now, for me, he carries the film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, the other one,
just talking too much again. Fucking talk, you do. When no wonder my wife says to me, "How'd you get through 90 minutes?" You talk for fucking 70 of them 90 minutes.
Ben Affleck is probably the best. Yeah, he's the best.
He's the Batman. He's the Batman. He's the GOAT
Yeah,
for sure.
he's Batman.
I think they did a cracking job with this. Fair play.
This is
It's a bit more anime sort of Black Cat.
Yeah.
This. It's not quite the voluptuous, shapely girl that I like. Like Black Cat for me, she's hot. This to me is like what I find.
She's a bit too young.
Yeah, it's just the physique of this just does nothing for me. There's a bit of an elongation going through her torso as well, from her belly button to underneath her chest is too fucking long. So it might be the angle of the picture, but I just don't like it. It's a bit anime-ish, but it's stylized version. But it's
based off the video
paint
game.
job. It's clean. It's a clean bit of work. So it's not my style. I mean,
nice guy saying it's based off the video game. Yeah. The Black Cat, which is unlicensed, which is sitting down, is perfection.
Yeah, that's the one I go for as well. That is, you're right, spot on. That's the piece for Black Cat.
This is the PS5 Spider-Man 2 Black Cat. Yeah, not a fan of that version. What happened to his face, man?
I really like this weird stylized version. I don't know why I like this, but I really do.
I don't like it. Do you know what it reminds me of?
You would never like this. This isn't your style at all.
No, have you seen the Rock video, the Batman Rock video with the cartoon?
No.
Where he's doing like a and then he starts like running around. It reminds me of that.
Go on, there's a few pictures of this.
Nah, I don't like that at all.
I kind of like this. I like it as a very like stylized comic sort of version.
Yeah,
I dig that. This is the Azrael versus Batman. This is fucking cool.
I don't know much about it. Azrael's when after Bruce Wayne gets done, and then
Azrael takes over. You know, he's got him like he's on top of him like that.
Azrael fucks up Bane, and then
he's like strangling him with.
Oh no, Nightfall fucks up Bane.
Awesome.
Yeah, but this is all when that's all happening, isn't it? When Bruce Wayne comes back, I think the timeline is something like Bruce Wayne gets his back broken, he disappears, then they have Nightfall, where they all come and they try and beat Batman, and then Nightfall
more picture, less talky.
So Nightfall fucks up Bane easily, and then Bruce Wayne comes back, fucks up Nightfall, and then Azrael fucks him up.
Yeah, you've got the switch up. So you've got an old man head, and then you've got the sort of masked head there.
Yeah, I like that.
Very cool, man. You've got the light up. I think it lights up as well. I think the sword actually lights up. So it's like proper. It's really nice. This got all the gravestone and everything.
It's definitely like a different look. I mean, you haven't really seen anything posed like that before, have you? Nothing in that kind of design.
Nah, not that dynamic. No.
Yeah.
That is definitely a piece you need to display up high.
That could be me.
That could be you. Looks a bit like you. I mean, he's obviously got a better beard than you, and he's got more. Actually, you're grey.
Yeah, I could.
When your first son gets here, that fucking the rest of that salt and all that pepper is going to be gone. It's going to be pure salt, man.
Back to that shit.
I really like this as well. This is a fan art portrait. They did two.
Custom head, I thought so.
Yeah, so this is a fan art portrait they did for the Carnage Sideshow premium format, most recent one. They did this one. They actually really captured Cletus Cassidy very, very well. And there's a couple more pictures of this, and then there's one where it's like transforming portraits. That's half mask and half the face. Very, very nice.
I'm just typing in because he's typing in. It uses KFM, Kensei fighting method, and lots of elbows. Yeah, he defends a lot of his elbows, but I think they do that in kind of Silhouette as well. But
you can see that there. That's a very good. That's a very, very good comic, Cletus Cassidy. That I like that. Done well with that.
They say he uses the Kensei fighting method in Dark Knight. I think more in Rises it seems to use it. From just a quick thing I looked up on Google. Yeah, I think the Cletus Cassidy portrait looks quite good there. Doesn't look bad at all. Hopefully we get to that one because there's a Venom as well where the Venom portrait, the bearded
nice.
that's really fucking good.
I'm not
This
really
then is.
feeling this personally. I'm not. I don't really like this.
I think. I mean, I can appreciate the paint. She does fantastic paint. This is obviously
It's too.
Titian
It's
by
too
whatever.
obscure. This for me. I
I
get the
just think.
concept a lot. I just think. I think there's too much Sentinel sort of nonsense going on here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's too much.
That's the same for me as well. It was like exactly the same with a lot of the last level stuff. Too much focus
Yeah.
on the Sentinel parts, too much focus on the base rather than the character. And for
No,
me,
but
that doesn't do it for me, you know.
if you want
Uh,
that, you want a fucking statue of the Sentinel. You don't want a fucking Colossus. Unfortunately, when you take his top off as well, the paint's too similar to his body to the
yeah,
Sentinel arm. It's too close. So
yeah.
now
I
it
was gonna
looks
say
it looks like
like
a fucking
that.
camouflage.
There's enough separation. Like that, it's just too much. Yeah. I mean, again, the paint is amazing, and if they can pull off the chrome like that in a factory,
I don't
yeah,
like the fact it's blue.
yeah,
I like
it's
purple.
purple.
Yeah,
Mm.
all my stuff. It's the same with the
Uh,
Magneto. I don't understand that Magneto has the purple cape and thing for
you got the
XM.
Colossus coming with the sledgehammer swap out.
Yeah, I've inquired about it. I've basically reserved one. I definitely want that one. I like that one a lot more, especially with the bearded portrait. And I think him standing on it with the cross arm versus the hand out and the sentinel eye in his hand. I think there's a lot more contrast in that. Yes, for me, I definitely agree. I think the real problem with this as well is the fact that it's just too much sentinel here. Like it's all
Yeah,
over the base and it's all over like half his
it's
body.
like when they got
Love
like a
the
fucking
wires and all of
Psylocke.
that shit looks awesome, but it's
They got
just
like Psylocke walking through the head, or they got like Rogue and she's holding the head fucking up, and it's just too much. It's just too much on some of them. Um, where are we? So yeah, make sure you hit the like. Listen to Raul. Hit the like. Also, Johnny, Alex, I just saw the Queen Studio. Did they show anything new? Back then, which was back at the beginning of December, they did show me the Harry Potter stuff, which has already been shown now. But at the time, they showed me, and I was just like, "Yeah, I don't get it." But hey, yeah, there was a few other things as well, little things I can't mention. But I find it weird. He's just parading around with the arm.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's a really good point. I think it's a bit strange.
yeah. It's just no. Why would he be holding it like that? It's like if he's holding it in a way where he's going to be using it as a weapon. He's just like it's like they've had the fight and now he's clearing up the mess.
Why not like if you want to do something like that? Why not stick his hand up in the air and have like a roaring portrait?
Mm,
So why not have it where his arm is straight and he's screaming, and then you sort of get the feeling of what's going on. But with this, he's got this nonchalant face, and it's a bit. He's like got it over his shoulder. It's sort of almost trophy like. It just I don't know if it fits with the character very well.
yeah, it's a
I'm
bit of
not
a weird
feeling that
one.
one now. This next one I think is the one. I think this is the Colossus to get.
Sorry, start off with a funny angle there.
Also,
Um,
like the vest and jeans look. When I remember watching the cartoon as a kid in the '90s, he's always like that. He's
did you tell
always
me
like,
that you worked out whose collection this was?
yeah, I know who this is. Yeah,
Okay, cool. It's quite a varied collection there.
yeah. I mean, I really like this one. I like the head and stuff. I like that's quite a drastic switch from the cross arm to the
Oh, I've just
other one.
noticed as well. So you got the sledgehammer in the top of the head there. His
Yeah,
arms crossed, and then you can take off the sledgehammer.
yeah. You have a portrait. You have a one where he has the sledgehammer in his hand, and then the other one is he's holding the eye of the sentinel in his hand, and that's the bust that comes out. See, there's
Oh, there
the
you go.
hammer.
Yeah, yeah.
So the hammer comes off, and you can display it, and then or you
Oh,
can
yeah.
display it
There's
that
the
way. He's
eye.
got the eye.
Yeah, yeah,
I just
yeah.
like the bandages. I really like that crossed arm
Do you know what I've just
bandages.
fucking
I
noticed?
love that.
I just
Yeah,
fucking noticed that Ezreal's in the back of that.
yeah. It's the same. It's the same
Yeah,
outfit.
I know, but this picture was sent several weeks before the
Yeah,
Ezreal. Yeah, yeah,
that's right.
yeah. Okay. But no, it's cool. It's good. It's done well. The texturing on the vest is done well, and yeah, it's cool. Very cool. Looking
Yeah,
forward to that. Or
yeah, yeah. I'm excited. Very excited for that one.
Oh, I've got
The
some
monster.
dollars. I owe you some dollars. If you need to pay me in dollars, let me know and I can
I
transfer it.
will. Awesome.
We'll sort out anyway. Um, there you go. Black, oh, fucking Catwoman. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
Catwoman.
is quite a nice kind of look to her. Quite nice. I don't like that head though. That's a different head. There was a head
Yeah,
I
it's got a couple of
liked.
different portraits. Yeah,
Say
you got
that one
Raw
looks
in the other
different.
one.
Yeah, it looks different from this. I know I don't have it.
Love that
Just that
fucking
one.
Cyclops as well. That's Martin in it. That I can't remember his full name.
Oh wow.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
that's fucking really nice. That I really like that.
yeah.
That
This is
Cyclops.
crazy. Like he's kind of getting ready to go. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Where it's going in it, it's like the sort of wavy, wispy effect that happens when he's not wearing any beams, or he's not got any glasses on. Really love the black suit and the red. I think, for me, there's no better combinations of colour than black and red.
Yeah.
Fucking love that mix of colours. It's fantastic. This
You
is a
mean
really nice
like the RaddTitan logo?
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he's got a few different switch out options for the head, but I think this is a fantastic looking Cyclops. Definitely one of the best Cyclopses I've seen.
Yeah, it's
You look at
cool.
that, it's fucking so cool.
So you got the old sort of
It's like
classic. Well, this is like the more
it's modern. This one.
like X-Force modern or no?
I don't know if it's X Force. It's a new Cyclops for sure.
Yeah, and then you got like then with the big X on his head there.
Yeah,
That's cool.
there's a lot. There's a lot going on there with that.
This is one. So quite a lot of pictures. This one. So this was sent to us by the painter last week, Mr. Abbott.
This is like
So
the Dark Phoenix saga, isn't
yeah,
it?
he's so this one actually was one which, well, when they kind of put it out, it was always a bit of a concern. It was always a bit like it's a lot of work, a lot of stuff you need to do there, a lot of things you need to get ready and not get right to deliver on this. And
Looks
you
like they
know,
did.
I think they've done quite a good job compared to
I
some of
think
their
so.
other
Yeah.
pieces. I think they've done really well. And I do think that fucking light up on that Phoenix.
It's
I've
just
got a
getting it.
picture of it there, and it's really fucking good. There's one of it on its own.
Yeah, it's really
It looks
nice.
really cool. So obviously you've got all the characters there. Yeah, Gambit.
Beast,
Not the
Cyclops, Resurrex, Rogue,
not the
Storm.
best pictures, but yeah,
I'd
it
love
just
to get
looks
this
good.
in and take a proper good look at this, but it looks
Love to look at
fantastic
that.
on it.
Yeah, love to look at it in person. See if it's actually delivered. But yeah, it looks great for the pictures. Yeah, they've done well.
Fantastic,
So
you know, very
once
animated pose of the characters, which I like. Very nice.
do you remember the 90s X-Men cartoon Juggernaut punching the tank back at him?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've got the Juggernaut waiting for him to get it, you see. Over there. See?
Hey.
He's waiting for him there. It's like just crush Weapon X, and I was like, where's the big metal dude?
Yeah.
That's the proper dude.
So I've got to
Anyway,
just
we've got
go through these ones.
3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm going to bounce out of it now. We're getting
All right.
into sort of
All right.
like.
Yeah, quite a few
Like it though,
pictures.
yeah.
That one. Yeah, yeah. No,
I
I
like
think
that.
they've done all right job there.
They
And then
captured the torment pretty well, which I really like. The devastation
look
of
at
it.
that.
It's the shit, man. That looks
That
great.
looks
It's a
really
fantastic
that
laugh.
Phoenix looks really good.
Yeah,
Really good.
really nice. Really nice.
Yeah, yeah. Pablo. I don't know. I've not seen this one before. So this is like Deadpool 2.
That's popped up on my feed
Um,
today.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Looks pretty cool though. I've not seen this one before, but
That's a
George
water
sent me
for
this
mine.
one today. I don't think the likeness is there very well for the um, what's his name? I can't remember the name now.
Josh
Fucking
Brolin.
Josh Brolin. Yeah, it's not there really, but it's not like quite a cool design. This one's popped up again. This is one which, yeah, this is really nice. This custom piece.
I'm just going to put it out there and say that when it comes to females at the moment, fan art is leading by a country mile. They are just really getting these female pieces right. You've got things like this one. You've got the Black Cat. You've got like the
Still
Gamora as
cooking.
well on the diamond, the Soul Stone. there's so many good really good female sculpts and paints now. And I really think they've pushed ahead the fan art stuff apart from licensed pieces. Thanks, Byron. Thank you.
Oh, I spoke to someone today. I spoke to Canal today. Canali, sorry. Martin
Coming in.
Canali. No. Basically, there was a fake account, which is not him. And so I had a word with him. We had a little chat. And I said to him, I said, oh, yeah, it was interesting to see that you did a sculpt for Pop Culture Shock. I thought Sideshow, didn't really let you do that. And he goes, oh, no, I'm actually allowed. He says, I'm allowed to work for other companies as long as it's licensed and as long as the license doesn't uh, conflict with Sideshow. He says, I'm allowed to do it. I said, okay, that's great to know. And I said, is there any other project then that you've done that we wouldn't know about? And he goes, nope, that's the first one. But I do a lot of stuff in movie and TV. And I go, okay, do you want to share anything that you want, that you've done in movie and TV? And he just said, no. I was like, okay. He just like put like a question mark. I was like, okay.
So
How you doing, Shane?
We'll just call him the Enigma.
Yeah. I'm sure whatever he's done is amazing. Do you want to carry on with this one?
Or to finish off on this, so this is the Todd McFarlane sort of styled Hulk. I think there's a few different colours of this. Each to their own. It's not my. I really don't like McFarlane's Hulk at all.
I don't like McFarlane's Hulk look at all. It's this looks exactly like it. That's the problem for me.
Yeah.
That look of that Todd McFarlane Hulk is horrendous. It looks like he's I don't know. It looks like Quasimodo basically. That's the nicest way I can put it.
It does look a bit like Quasimodo. It really does. Yeah. It's
my bell. I don't know, man. It's bad.
Yeah, there's something about that pose as well. It just doesn't work for me either.
I can't say anything good about it. So yeah.
I think it's been made very well. I think it's exactly like the reference art. There's a lot of positive things to say about it. From basic taking it off the pages and making a statue form of it, it's perfect. It's exactly as it should be. It just happens to be of a particular taste and style that me and Alex don't really appreciate. So
a lot of people
it's more of a personal thing. If you like McFarlane Hulk, this is for you. All day long, this is spot on. You ain't going to get any better than this.
Yeah.
You ain't going to get no better.
Also, you're probably not going to get another one because most people are not going to do it.
I don't know, man. I think you're allowing your personal opinion to override this is done very, very well.
Like the Bowen Mr. Fix-It bust as well. It's the same kind of style, and it's just not something I like.
That's exaggerated brow, and it's like the sort of like the sort of simpleton sort of thing. But it works, man. It works.
Yeah.
People ain't going to like it, but you have to not like the style. If you like the style, it's exactly what you want it to be. The only question is I don't understand what that arm is doing out there. The arm being out there is a little bit much, man. That arm needs to come down about 3-4 inches. Like he's reaching for something that ain't there. It's weird. Anyway, I think we'll leave it there if that's the last picture of that.
Yeah, there you go.
Call it quits and we'll catch up again.
All right. Well, next week is Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I talked to the missus, and it's my anniversary, so I've been married 16 years on that date. So I don't know if we'll be doing it on that day or whether it'll be Thursday.
Get it over with.
Oh, what? Because it's 16 years. Yeah,
16 years is wax, so all she's getting is a candle this year.
Oh, well, you're going too far. I was going to give her an earbud.
Used earbud.
In a car.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone. It looks like he's has his arm around an imaginary friend. Stucco.
No more drop dead friend.
Stucco's not from London, no. Shit, I forgot to do the Queen thing. I'll do the Queen thing next week.
Right, awesome.
Tomorrow, I'm going to watch June. Whoa. June 2. June 2's not out yet.
It doesn't say 2. It says
So you talking about June 1 or 2? Because June 2 ain't out yet, and my missus really wanted to see that before the baby was born, and she's really pissed off because they moved it. She was well annoyed about that, like really annoyed about it. She wanted to watch it in the cinema.
Jenny's just saying that, two days before George was born, my first son, we went to see Venom at the IMAX.
Oh yeah.
Well, the vibration nearly fucking made baby come early.
I went to see Venom when we went to New York Comic Con, and I fell asleep next to. I think
Well,
my
that's
head
not
was
stuff.
my head was on either Brendan Guerrero's shoulder or Bernard Kane's shoulder. I don't know which one. I can't remember. Whoever
They're
was
both
sitting,
winners.
whichever.
Can't lose with either of those.
Yeah.
They both look like good guys to fall asleep on. Sure.
Brendan Guerrero's a little too bony, but yeah.
Oh no, I thought you meant Brandon Reeve. No, you don't want to fall asleep on Brandon Guerrero, that's for sure. No, I'll take
Oh no,
that back.
Brendan
I hope
Guerrero.
it was Kane then.
No, Brendan Reeve. I was talking to Brendan Reeve today. Good guy, man. Very good guy.
Oh,
World
he
premiere in
definitely would be
London next week.
snoring. He doesn't sleep without snoring.
Yeah.
Okay, he
Got
would have made. He
tickets.
would have.
Releasing tomorrow. June 2 is not releasing tomorrow. What are you smoking, Pablo?
Pablo's probably in fucking America, you idiot. It
No, he's
probably
in
is.
South America. RaddTitan. I got tickets when like the biggest scene in IMAX. I need to look into this. I need to look into June 2. All right, everyone. I'm going now.
God bless.
Thanks, everyone. Take
Thanks for
care.
joining
Thanks
us,
for the
man.
support. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We'll do the Queen Studios thing next week. And
Hopefully, we'll be at 200k next week.
he's in Mexico. Apparently, it's out. Wow. Okay, Pablo. Yeah,
Looks
we'll
like
be at
you're taking a
200k
flight,
next
motherfucker.
time. And what else are we going to say? I'll see you in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Love
All
you.
right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye bye.